All right, what's going on, guys? Today I've got a pretty cool video here. Some really cool pickups. Not a ton of stuff. I only got 4 pieces here, really. But there's some really nice stuff. But I'll get into it. This first thing, a little baggie I got for free. It was on Whatnot. I used a little $5 reward code, and the guy had free shipping too. So it was completely free. It was $0.00, which free silver isn't an easy thing to come across. So I actually scored it, and it's kind of a cool thing here. It was something I'd never seen before. These are actually Engelhard, which is kind of hard to tell. This one's the front and that's the back. They're the same thing here. They're little like dentistry pellets, I think is what they are. So obviously silver is used in industry, like for in cars and stuff, but I didn't know it was used for dentists. I guess I should have. I knew gold was, but it makes sense that silver was too. And these come in like big tubes with these little pellets just stacked on top of each other. And I think they're 72%. I don't know the weight on these. I got to take them into the shop and see if they can weigh it for me, but these combined are coming up as less than a gram on my scale, so I don't know exactly how much they weigh, which is annoying for me keeping track, because even though it's worth, like 50 cents or something like that, I still love keeping everything track. But these are really cool. Like I said, I had never seen these before, especially for Engelhard. I'm a big vintage guy, and I've tried to learn a lot about it, and I never seen these. And they're really cool. So yeah, they were free too. That's why I got them. But yeah, just a little thing there. Nothing special, but pretty neat. And then not too long ago, I was up at my shop, and I went through the generic bin. I didn't really find anything crazy, so I grabbed a couple of poured pieces that I had to pay up for. But I was really happy to grab them. They're both Jaeger poured silver pieces. This is a 3-ounce totem pole. They're serialized too, number 127. So this is really cool. It's not the easiest thing to see through the bag, but it's a really cool little totem pole here. And yeah, I paid $45 an ounce. I paid up. The spot price today is almost $40. So, if you consider that, it's actually a pretty solid deal. But yeah, these are cool. They were $45 an ounce. This guy was 3 ounces. So cool piece though, little 3-ouncer. And then I also snagged this. This is a Ferrari F40. This is also a 4-ounce piece. And this is one of 3 where it's the same car. I think they made 100 or 500. I can't remember. This is number 86. But they have some that are just like antiqued, and then a polished one, and then another finish. But this was like the most normal silver looking one, so I grabbed that one. If the other one's still up there, I might snag it up. But this is really cool. So 45 an ounce on these is a lot, especially at the LCS. I love going up there and finding deals, but this was still a solid deal, so I was definitely happy to grab these. And I've really been getting more into the poured pieces and adding some cool stuff into the vault to go back and look at. So these are 2 really cool pieces to grab. And the last piece I got, those were expensive, but this is even more expensive. This is the most I've ever spent on an ounce of silver, but I kind of had no choice. This is from Agoro. They do a lot of this kind of stuff. This is Invincible. I'm a huge comic book nerd. My absolute favorite series is Invincible. So when I found out about these, I kind of had no choice. I just had to grab these. Well, grab this one. There's a couple more in the series, but for now I only have one. This one was already open. I don't know if I would have kept it sealed or not, but this is really cool. So I paid up. I believe my final price I paid was $94. And this is number 142 out of 500. So there's 3 different, are they coins or are they rounds? Let's see, $2, so they're coins. So there's 3 different coins in the set with a couple other characters that I definitely would love to get. But again, like I said, I paid $94 for this, and these are kind of tougher to get for under a buck 20. But yeah, I could not grab this. This was something like when I first got into the hobby about a year ago, this didn't exist. And there's all kinds of other comic book stuff, but I really wanted Invincible, and they made it. And even though it's like 3 times over spot, I kind of had no choice. I kind of had to grab it. But that's all I got. Just a quick little 7 ounces plus whatever those little pellets are. But yeah, this is probably my favorite piece I have in my stack now. So I paid up, but I think it was well worth it. And that's it for today. Only 4 little pieces, but yeah, really stoked about a lot of these. So If you enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe, and stay tuned for what I see in the future.